I joined the National Ballet of Portugal 6 years ago. I was 18 when I entered. I did audition, yeah. I was also lucky because the season before I had the opportunity to do La Bayadère with them. So I think was also like a good thing to start. I'm still in a corps de ballet, but I'm doing principal roles since last year. It's good, it's a really good opportunity for my career too. It's also challenging because I have to do principal roles, but still I need to do the corps de ballet and everything, so doing a lot of things at the same time is hard and tough. But I think until now I'm handling so good. So I'm doing my debut tonight as La Sylphide, my premiere. I'm excited. I'm also a bit nervous because it's a lot of responsibility. Also dancing in is beautiful. Theater is a challenge because it's the first time that I'm dancing in a different stage because it's really like this, yeah. I feel like about the jumps, maybe it's not that most the problem. I feel like I can jump and I'm easy to jump. It was more about the style, like everything to the front, also with the arms so soft while the jumps need to be like on top, like the steps really fast and tiny because she's a fairy. So between the being so mystic and ethereal and everything on the top, but then fast and technique and everything, it's a challenge.
So I started when I was 6 because of my brother, actually. My mom put my brother on ballet for an activity after school. And then after a year, more or less, he said to me, "Why don't you just try and see? It's so much fun, you should try it." So one day, after 1 year, I said, "Okay, I will try and start." And then I just went for a class with my teacher, Andrella, and I remember I loved it. And since then, I stayed there until I was 18, where I graduated. I think what Andrella really taught us, my group, was that we really need to work and focus on what is our priority and our ambition. I remember a really good memory that I have for the school and the conservatory is having classes with her for probably 5 hours, like a ballet class. And I remember it was so hard in that time, but now I understand why she did that to us, because now I can see all the results that came from that. And also I think she put us doing a lot of performances. We went to a lot of competitions, did a lot of galas. And so that experience of having people on stage and dancing on stage was also really, really helpful. So after I graduated, I went to Queensland Ballet in Australia for a year, which was a really, really good experience for me. It was my first company, so everything was new, everything was different, but it was so excited. For a year, I learned so many things there, and so I was really grateful that I had that experience. after that year, I went to Cape Town City Ballet, which I stayed there a little bit. I think I stayed there almost for a year too. I learned so many things. I did Cinderella, I did Les Patineurs, so it was really, really nice. I came here, I did an audition. I think not expecting anything, to be honest. I just came here, did everything that I could, give my 100% and enjoyed. And then in the end of the day, I had a meeting with the director, Prado, and he just told me that he thought I would be a really good dancer for this company and he could give me a soloist contract here. So I don't think I thought like 2 times. I think what went to my mind was like, you really need to come here. It will be a good opportunity for you, and especially having a soloist contract. The opportunities and the experience that I'm getting here, it's so good that I remember when he told me that, I just thought, yeah, this is my place now. I think I should come here. So I do James in La Sylphide, and I also do Gern, which they are, I would say, completely different roles, even though they are from the same family, because Gern is James' brother in this version. A personagem James é liderado pelas suas emoções, é uma pessoa muito apaixonado. E no caso de Gern, eu penso que no decorrer da história ele tenta sempre contar a verdade do que está a acontecer entre James e La Sylphide. E então ele sente uma certa frustração por não conseguir sentir que as pessoas o compreendam. Então há essa grande diferença entre estas duas personagens. Mas é muito interessante poder ter a oportunidade de fazer duas personagens completamente diferentes, mas igualmente tão importantes numa história como La Sylphide. I'm really excited for tonight. I think La Sylphide, it's such an incredible ballet. The story is so beautiful, it's so unique, it's so special. And I just feel grateful that I have this opportunity and this experience to dance a role like this in my country, in this company, which is so nice, and to dance in this beautiful theater, because I don't think I've never seen a theater like this one. It's so beautiful, even though the rake is a bit too much, but it's a challenge. I think for this ballet, actually, it's not that bad for this rake, because there's just jumps, and for me, the rake, for the jumps, it actually helps. But for example, to do sometimes double tour to the right and to the left on the second act variation, it's a bit challenging, it's a bit hard, but I think it's fine. I think the hardest thing would be turning, for example, because of the rake. But for me as James, I don't turn a lot. I just do like a double pirouette in the first act and another in the second act, so it's okay. But it helps. The rake helps in a lot of moments in the ballet, actually. Like if you jump forward, it looks like you're jumping so much because of the rake, and you feel like you're landing, but there's still some space between your foot and the floor. So you jump and you feel like you're flying, and then you land. It's so nice.
To come here and be director of the company was actually a surprise, because I was not counting with it. I was having a lot of projects abroad, and so when the administration council spoke with me, I really didn't have a clue that that they were going to invite me. Because of my experience abroad and everything, I thought they would ask for some advice, but actually they invite me, and of course it was not an easy choice for me, because of course I love the company. I started my career here, so it's very important. It's a very important company for me. I have very solid bonds with the company, of course. But it's a company that, it's not an easy situation for so many reasons. And so, but yeah, I accepted, and I'm happy that I accepted, because I'm trying to do what I think it's best for the company, which is a good mix of classical repertoire and contemporary repertoire. When I start directing the company, I thought that it would be nice to go over the history of dance. So I thought of starting with romantic ballets. La Sylphide was the first romantic ballet, or actually the first full-length ballet that the National Company of Ballet did. That was 79, 78, I'm not sure now. And I think the sets and the costumes are still beautiful.